Hello, welcome to Spy Money. Let's talk about SpyBot SuperTrend. SuperTrend is a bot that I made up about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. And we have used it quite a bit, and I come up with some really good settings that work real well with it. And let's talk about them. Right now, we run it last night, and we had 11 winners and 0 losers. Total profit $42.40, but that does not include 2 of the trades that happened before I got it turned on for this session. So you can add about another $900 to this, so you would actually be up about $5,100, $5,200 somewhere through there. And let's go over some of the trades. The way it works is when you have a reversal. When you have the reversal, like it just entered this trade now. This may be a bad trade. I don't know. If it goes up and hits that, great. So let's just watch it. This is going on live right now. See what it does. The SuperTrend automatically puts in the stop for you, and it also puts in the target. Now you're thinking, well, risk to reward ratio is real high. Well, that's true, but you have to have some room for NQ to pop. So let's watch it, see if it goes up and hits this. If it hits it, then we will make some more money on this trade. You're watching it as live as we trade it right now. So you're wondering what these are. These are zones that I actually draw in, and I teach that in one of my courses, how to trade the two-step. And it allows you to be able to find the zones. I watch the zones when I'm trading just to make sure what it's going to do. Hopefully this will go up and hit that. If this profit target was up in there, I might not be in it. I don't know. But you can always hit your pause button here if you want. Like right now, if I hit pause, it won't enter another trade when this one's over. So we're going to leave that on. You can also control if you want the longs on, shorts on. To where if you wanted to trade short only, you just click that and only shorts will do it. You click this one, only longs will do it. We also have a VWAP filter so that this will only trade according to VWAP. And we go over all this training on the website whenever you lease the bot. And this bot is leased. You pay a small fee once a month. If you decide that you don't want to lease anymore, then you go ahead and just cancel it. That's all you have to do. This one right here, where it's playing off the bottom of that zone, it's going to be hard for it to push through. This may be a loss on us for this one. It'll be the only loss we've had. Usually what will happen is whenever it hits, it'll pull back, and then it will just race up and take the 6 points and then go on from there. But this strategy actually works really well. I've been using it all week, and it's been profitable every day. So I normally run this whenever the open is. That's where I like to run it. We run this one overnight just to see what it would do. And as you can see, it's very, very profitable. Trying to wait on it to see what it does here. I tell you what, let's see here. I want to show you the rest of it. I don't want to bore you with just watching a trade, but here we go. It should go up and hit it. Just go up there and pop it. There it is. Now we're at 47.05. But see how this does? Now it may go ahead and run another 30, 40, 50 points. And that would be great to get that money. But only thing this strategy is for is to just hit these small targets every time it trades. So let's go back and look. So now we're at 11 winners, or 12 winners. So let's go ahead and change this. So I keep track of it as I go. It just makes it easier. But as you can see back through here, I'll make this a little bit bigger. We had a trade there, and it took, yes, we missed that trade, but we're just looking to get a small portion of it. We got a little portion here, got a little portion there, we got a little bit there, and you can change these settings to meet what you want. But like on this one, if we went much more, it would have been a loser. So only thing that this strategy does is gets in, gets out. Again, you will be getting a lot more of the action here if you would go ahead and extend it. And for that one loss right here, you would have made up for that just on this one trade. It would have been a lot better. But this strategy works off of small scalps. This right here, it didn't take the trade there because I didn't have it turned on. But this is a trade that it would have entered and made money. It would have made money here. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 winners, no losers, and that's what we want. Now this one, if we had had a longer target, we would have not got that. We barely got in on that one. Let me zoom in on this one so you can see it a little better. So we would have missed that target. Now we almost missed it, with the points that we had there, but we never. So let's go ahead and go back, and we just entered another trade. Let's see what it does. That's a short. A lot of times what will happen is when you get off this zone, you break through, it will come down and retest that zone before it goes up. And let's just see what it does. This will be 2 trades you get to watch. And one thing you have to remember is this entered at 8:52 this morning, and it exited at 8:55. So there's 3 minutes on that trade. And we entered right here, which is 8:57. And so from 8:52 to 8:57, there's 5 minutes. We've done 2 trades. Let's just see if we're going to make money with it. Hopefully it'll come down to at least tag out this and then reverse up. We had a bad jobs report this morning. Usually that means it'll sell off, but in this case, it sold off and then it just took off and raged. This one right here is the jobs report, and that's where it sold off, and then it started coming right back up. We're getting ready to take profit there. Now, one thing to remember, if it comes down and gets close, you can always click close all and take your profit. In that particular case, I probably would have if I'd been paying attention. We're already back up. A lot of times when this super trend, the dots go straight across, that's a good sign that it's going to reverse and go up. When you see how this one is starting to, the dots are coming up, that will allow you to know that the market is going to go that direction. But when it starts going flat like this, that's a good indication of consolidation and not going anywhere. So let's see if we come back down. I wish it had come down and tag it. It was only 1 tick away from tagging my target. Now I back test all of this to find out what actually works best. And I have found that these targets actually work really well. We may get a loser right here though. But if we do, I mean, we're still up a lot of money. And if you're not comfortable with it here, you don't have to wait to there. You can actually bring this down if you want. I'm going to leave it right on there. But you can move these stops and targets around. You can take this limit. That's on 50-50. You can take this and put it down there if you want. But we're going to leave it up here to where the target is. I see how it got real close to it and didn't do it. That is on back testing. I have found those targets actually hold up pretty good. Now this is 4 contracts, so your drawdown is going to be up there. But with what you're making and stuff, you can afford the drawdown. Let's just hope that we come down and tag it out. Like I said, if I had been watching this, I would have went ahead and just closed that out. That was close enough for me. But this may go ahead and come all the way back down to this zone before it comes up, and that's potential profit we could have made. If you wanted, you could take this and move it down. The way the market is kind of moving, I don't know what it's going to do. We went up, we made a lower high there, so more than likely this may go ahead and come back down to that zone. But again, we're going to leave it, just let the strategy work and do its thing. We're not going to change anything. Just going to let the strategy go. By making that lower high there, more than likely this will just come right on down into here. All we need is to hit this target. That's all we're looking for. So now we're coming back down into profit again. Well, just a quick little burst down would be great. Just come down and hit our target. Once we hit our target, we're making money and we're back in business again. This one right here probably will come down. But you're watching live right now. Of course, you're watching recording, but this is actually live trading. The bot lease is very reasonable, especially considering what you can make. I mean, you can pay for half a year off of today's trades. Now, that's not going to say that you're going to make money every day. A bot will, it takes trades based on the criteria that you put in. And as far as the settings, I provide settings on the website whenever it's on the course that you have. I provide those settings on there that I use and what I find, and also what other people are using. We share each other's settings. That way we can all make money together. But I share every bit of it, so you don't have to come up with your own settings necessarily. I think it's great that if you do, but you don't have to. You can use the settings that I have or other people use. Even in our Discord, we share information there to what's been working and so forth. So if you're a new trader and you're afraid of a bot, of how to program and this and that, it's not hard. It's very, very easy. I have videos that show you how to do everything. Whenever you lease the bot, I'll also give you a course on how to use NinjaTrader. Now, I don't like how this is going, and we're still going straight across up here. So I don't like it. I think it'll probably drop down in here, but maybe not. We might have should have moved our target up a little bit and just took the profit. But again, this is just letting the strategy work out. We keep on making lower highs here. We're making lower lows. All we need is just to get one tick below the last low there, and then we've got our profit. And that's a lot of money too. I mean, when you look at it, this is a very big stop on it though. But you have to have the big stops in order to have the play in the market. And after we get through this trade, I'll go back through and just kind of look more at what we've done. This will be if we win on this one, then that'll be what? 13 winners. We'll bring this down, put it to there. Let's get ahead of ourselves. Let's say that we're going to make it. So we're going to change it to a 13. I think we'll get it. I wish that we would see a drop in our super trend up here. It's going straight across. I don't like that. When it's straight across, that's not a good sign. It's having a hard time pushing up. It looks like the buyers are getting exhausted. The sellers are pushing it down. We may have to change that to a loser on this one. I hope not. But again, when it was down here, you could have closed it out. If you just felt uncomfortable, you could have closed it out and just went ahead and not worried about getting this profit here. A lot of times it'll go sideways like this. Our drawdown for contracts is quite a bit. If you're concerned about the drawdown, do one contract. You can also trade this on micros if you want. You can trade this bot on any instrument that NinjaTrader supplies. You can trade it on anything. If you can put it up here, it'll work. But the only thing is you have to find the settings that work best for whatever you're trading. In this particular one, I found that the settings I've got on this actually work really well for the NQ. We might lose here. It's probably going to push right on through. Probably going to be a loser. We may have to change this to 12-1. I thought it would actually drop down and retouch this zone, retest it. And it still might do it. I mean, we are at 9:06 a.m. Eastern time right now. So this may just stay right up there until opening and then either spike up or spike down. But again, we're going to let the strategy play out. We got in on this one at 8:57. It is now 9:07, so that's what, 10 minutes we've been in this trade. That's a long time, actually. Usually you're not in a trade that long. It's usually anywhere from 1 to, well, up to 5 minutes, usually. Most of the time it's 2 or 3 minutes you're in a trade. See, we're back down. If you felt real uncomfortable out there, you didn't like it, you can close it out here for a smaller loss, or you can just let it play out, which is what we're going to do. It's like the lottery says, you can't win if you don't play. Well, we're playing. Come on, baby. Come on, push down, touch it, and see if we can close out right here if we wanted. We're not. I probably should have. I want that extra little bit right there. And if you want right now, you can bring this stop all the way down. You can put a break even plus, plus a little bit if you wanted. You could close it out. We're kind of holding right there, so this may go ahead and pop right back up. But all we need is just one little spike down. There it is. We got it. 13 wins, 0 losses, $5,180. If we would have had it turned on sooner, then we would be up another $900 and some dollars. So that's $6,000. And it's not even open yet. The session is not even open. So all those people that like to trade the equities and so forth, they're not even trading yet. Not even trading. So this is really good. 13 wins. We're coming down. We're probably going to retest that zone, like I said. But we got our profit there. We held strong through this, and we got our profit. So $5,180 realized would be over $6,000. I mean, look at the chart. You can see it. We turned it on. I turned it on last night around, I guess it was around, let's see, it was after this one. So probably around 9 o'clock or so is when I turned it on. And we are up $5,180. Yes, sir. You could go ahead and close this out. You could pause right here, and it will not take another trade. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get me another trade. And whenever the market opens, which is another 20 minutes, then we will probably see how this thing was going straight across. And then as soon as these start dropping, look what happened. All right, so now we're in a long there. Probably not a good idea. It very well may pop up, though. So we're in a long now. Let's see what it does there. All we need is just a one little pop up and get it. But it will probably come down and retest this. This may be a loser. Let's see what it does. I almost paused it, but now I want to get one more trade out of it. Usually whenever it reverses like that, it will go up and get that small target we've got. If we went up, pushed up, and just retested the tops of these, that would be good. Because if we went up into here, we definitely got our target. And we don't even have to go that far. We could actually do, if you look at from that high to right there, and if we brought this one down to right here, we're actually looking probably about right there if it actually does go up. It don't have to, though. This is probably going to be coming down and retest this zone. So we may have a loser right here. You never know. You got to play to win. Play to win or play to lose. One of the two. And if you wanted, you could actually take this and move it on down here if you wanted. That way you can play with that. I just like to let the strategy play out. All we need is a good little burst. Go right up, hit that target, come up here and hit that trend line, and then let it come down. That's what we want to see. If you can't handle the drawdown, you probably shouldn't be trading, because with NQ, you're going to have drawdown. You have to have enough money in your account to handle drawdowns. And again, you don't have to do 4 contracts. You can do, 1 contract. Let's see. Come on, push up. Let's push up, baby. So if we do just like a typical, let's say that we go right here to right there, and then that one, that little pullback, that will put us almost up to there. So that should get us out of there. This is using the 2-leg pullback. A lot of people understand the 2-leg. If you don't, we have some videos on it you can watch. But this is the 2-leg, and we should go right on up and hit that. The 2-step course would actually show this is the battle zone right here. So if you are interested in learning how to draw these zones out, I can see the battle zones. I don't have to draw them out anymore. But this right here was a battle zone, and this is where are the shorts going to win or the bulls going to win. And in this case, the bulls won, pushed it out, and that should put it right up into here. All we need is it to go up and hit that, and then we are in business. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, push. Push, baby. Come on, push. A few more points. Oh, come on. Don't let me down. Push it. Just one good push up there, boom, and then out. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, don't let me down. Come on, one little push. Almost had it. It didn't have it. Looks like the sellers are winning on that one. I think it'll go up and hit this up here, though. And we could have closed out right there and took that profit. Let's see what it does. And again, you can take this stop. You can bring it up here if you want. Put it wherever you want. I'm going to leave it right there. And it may come all the way down and hit that. May not. Again, all you have to do is just click the close all button, and you can close this trade out and walk away. I'm feeling lucky. We need the bulls to push this up to there. They're struggling. The bulls don't have it in them. And we are 15 minutes from opening bell. My guess is today we will be bullish. That's my guess, because we've been back and forth quite a bit, but I think we will be bullish. We may sell off at the open, but I think that it will be bullish for the day. So this one here, we're actually just a little bit below the battle zone. This may go ahead and sell off here. So this one we've got here, and let's just say that right there is it. So that would put us right on the line. All we need is just a good little hard push up to there. I wish it'd push up and take out the profit. That way we could go ahead and end this video, end this session. But you got to watch the super trend in action. 13 winners, 0 losers since the opening session. That's at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Not looking good here. It's just hanging out. We need a good little push here. We got a bunch of triple bottoms down here. We broke through it. It's not looking good. Not looking good, guys. We may have us a loser here. We get below this line here, I'd say it's probably going to lose. There's the double bottom. Double bottom off of that. Let's see what it does here. If we can get the bulls back in the game, this is on the battle zone right here. That's where we are, this whole area. So if we look at right there, we are... There's our battle zone. We get below that, we're going to hit stop. We break above this and keep on going, we should go up there and hit our target. But that's our battle zone right there. This is where the buyers and the sellers, supply and demand is. They're fighting it out. Whoever's got the most money is going to win on this one. It looks like the sellers won. Go down and probably there's stopped out. So we got stopped out on it. We're still up $36.05 plus the $900. And so we had one loser out of all that. One loser. So let's go ahead and draw this in. I hate to put in a loser. Hate it. But I'll take it. It's still good money. So now that we've got our loser, we're probably going to come right on down. If we break through this, it's going to go into a sell. But I'm going to end this video because I know that you guys don't want to just keep on watching trades. Not without your real money. So this one, I may let it run live for opening, just so everybody can watch it. I'll open up another account or another chart and just let it run live. So there's our short. It actually should have been right there, but it moved too quick. We can come down and hit that. Since we're already here, we'll let it go ahead and play out since it hit. Our stop is moving down. Our super trend is moving pretty good, so that's a good sign that it's probably going to keep on going. Not to say it won't reverse here a little bit and then come back down, but more than likely this is probably going to pull right on down. And we can get some more money out of it. So we dropped again. That's a good sign. It means our ATR, average true range, is actually getting larger and more volatility in there. That's a real good sign it's going to come on down. This could drop down to this next zone. Now, I'm not going to move that target, but if you wanted, you can move this target down here, and then you could just move your stop down with it. You could do that if you wanted. When we look back over here, we're building a symmetrical triangle right now. So if we brought this back to here, and that's the good part about the bot, is you can still do your charting. And if you do your charting with it, a lot of times you will do better. So right there is our symmetrical triangle. Let's see what we are on. More than likely we will come down and hit our target off of that. More than likely so. There's a chance this may pull all the way back up there though. But more than likely we will come down and hit this target before it reverses back. Let's see what it does here. It's our last trade and I'm going to call it. Because I got trading I want to do manually trading. Now this one, honestly, probably should have been paused out because of the time. I usually don't turn a bot on until 9:25 or so. And that allows, because usually between 9:25 and 9:30, you will have a little bit of hesitation and it will kind of go sideways on you a little bit right before the opening. More than likely, this will probably come down at least into there. Where it's at the bottom of that zone, I'm not real sure if it'll hit it or not. Hopefully it'll come down right here and hit it and then bounce. And then at that point, it's a toss-up if we go short or long at opening, but the bot will do all the work for us. This one right here, we could have taken profit there if we wanted. And honestly, if we would have had this drawn out, I probably would have. As far as all the way back, this is a real good indication that it's going to be a reversal there. The person that draws out the charts and the zones on that whoever uses the bots is going to usually make more money because they know more price action than they do just watching a bot. But again, that's not to say you won't make money. This bot has not been touched, and we're up 36.05 plus the 9, so you're still up about $4,500 if you'd turned it on at opening session. And this one, you very well could have just went ahead and closed it out up there. Or even when it dropped below this right here, you could have taken your loss right there. If you come down in this zone and pushed up, this is not a good entry because you're in that zone. I don't like to take entry in a zone. But you can make a lot of money in there a lot of times. See, we are at 923. Maybe a loss here. We do would be 2 losses in a row. The first one, like I said, we could have made money, but we chose not to close that out. We chose to let the bot run. This one here, not really ever any money, just a few points, but you probably would not have closed out there. We're dropping here, and now we're going sideways. Like I was telling you before, when you're going sideways on that super trend, you're really better off to, a lot of times, just get out of it, just like here. And this one went straight across forever, and then it dropped. There we go. So we lost. So that brought us down to 23 plus the 9 is about $3,200. We were up, a lot right here. We've got those 2 losses. Like I said, normally I do not even trade at this time. I'm going to pause. Let's see, what time is it? I'll go let it run. Normally I don't turn it on until 9:25. That's when I like to trade. And that way I can watch it and be comfortable with it. Right now we're kind of doing a lot of sideways momentum here. Looks like we are in the symmetrical triangle, which will kind of bounce in here. So we may, at open, we may have some bad trades in here because it needs to break out of the symmetrical triangle before we know what's going to happen. So we have 13 winners and 2 losers. And again, if you wanted, you could always move your targets up. You can see this and just follow it with the trail stop. You can do that. This strategy is a self-run strategy. So just letting it run on the points and the settings that we have, it's still profitable. Like I said, once you can set it on the P&L on the back end to where when you hit a certain profit, it'll stop trading, and you can also put a certain loss and it'll stop trading. One of the two. So we went right up and hit it. This will probably pull right back down into there. So if you wanted to on a different chart, you could actually enter a short right here manually if you thought that was going to keep on coming down. We barely got stopped out. Let's see, 45.75. So three more ticks on that stop, and we would have made money probably. But this may go ahead and continue right on up. I think that it's going to come down here. We're in the battle zone based off of this trade. So, we went right back into the battle zone and brought it down. So it depends on are the buyers or sellers going to win here. So if you'd raised your stop, you still would have got stopped out and lost even more money. It's getting ready to enter a trade here. So guys, I'm going to call it a wrap on this video. I hope you learned something. I hope it's actually helped you understand how one of our mini bots work and maybe help make you a decision on how to use the bot The leasing the bot, it comes with instructions on everything, plus you have access to me if you have any questions or anything. So I'd like to see you get plugged in and start leasing the bot and start making money for yourself. Have a great day.